gorgeous darling Sagittarius. How are you doing? We're going to dive in to your energy right now. And this is really clear. I might be quite specific, okay? But I'm looking at a home dynamic, a relationship, a couple. You potentially have kids. I mean, there's a real reason and need to start again in a relationship. So if you've fallen out with your baby mother, your baby father, your husband, your wife, a romantic dynamic, even your father, yeah, you got a restrained relationship with your dad, all of this needs to be resolved. Just looking at it, and you got to start again. There's been conversations had, there's arguments, negative thoughts and feelings, opinions from the past. All of it's a right nightmare. All of it's an absolute fucking mess. Got to be honest. But the thing is, the fact that we together in the now moment can look at this and go, shit, yeah, this whole relationship's not working. We haven't been honest. We've been arguing. We're distant. We're not getting on. They're not seeing the kids, or we don't have a good relationship in the family anymore. We've all fallen out. Whatever it is. Let me tell you, like, I'm looking at a baby mother, baby father dynamic where either or they are not getting on and your kids are not seeing their parents because of this, or your relationship with your dad is actually incredibly strained and you're not seeing each other and they're not seeing their grandkids, or you're not seeing your other family members because of them and your dynamic with them. Like, there's just all of this forgiveness that's needed. And the main card that's coming out is like, you got to start again. You got to wipe the slate clean, release the past, forgive each other, and then build a brand new relationship. I know it's hard, boy. I'm preaching, but I don't even do that. I just close off relationships and go about my day because I ain't got no time. But in this relationship here, it looks like this dynamic can be repaired. Sometimes you need to know when, just walk away and get on with your life. Ain't no one got no blood clot time for it. But other times, in this reading to you specifically, it is, we need to get back to ground zero and start this from scratch, clean this up and make healthy boundaries, smart decisions. Because whatever we was doing before, it was slapstick, it was comedy, it was silly, it was laughing the situation off, not a big deal, but you're taking offense, they're taking offense, everyone's hurting, arguments, crying, lies, deceit, drama, bare messy fuckery going on, basically. A whole load of mess from the past, and it's cooled down. The mess could have been 2 years ago, 4 years ago, 10 years ago, but the relationship's always just stayed at that level now because of this mess. So until we really do something with that mess, we're not rehashing it. We don't need to go into conversations and talk about our thoughts and feelings anymore. I feel like that's been done for decades. But what we do need to do is set a new precedence, a new equator, a new line, a new standard of what is and isn't okay, of what you do and don't want, what you expect, what you would like to see. What do you want to happen now in this relationship with your baby mother, your baby father, or your parents? Or what do you want? Because you can create it. You just need to make the decision of how you want it to look and then start initiating it, right? So let's go on with the tarot. Yeah, you need time to really, really think about this, but you've had a lot of time on your own to deal with this. Intuitively, you know that there is something that needs to happen here. You want to rush in and have a conversation and start to manifest a much healthier family dynamic. But the truth of the matter is, the heartbreak from the past is slowing that down, because you do feel a little bit burdened. You do feel really, really hurt from the past, but you do want a new lease of life in this relationship or connection. So it is going to require you to be the mature person in this situation to move forward and suggest an agenda, make an offering, initiate contact, say something real and genuine that is more than, I don't know, I want to say pacify in the situation. Just putting a dummy in, a pacifier. Just pacifying a situation just really means that. A pacifier is a dummy. A child cries, shove the dummy in. We're never going to really resolve the issue with a dummy in the mouth, are we? You're just silencing the situation. And either you've been silenced or they've been silenced. Whoever you're dealing with in this family dynamic, it's just been a silencer. I mean, the tears are still going to stream eventually. The throat chakra still needs release, even if there's a pacifier there. So it's about letting go of the worries, the insecurities, the words unspoken. This could be about a family member passing away as well. That could have created a lot of grief because we've got the death card coming out here. Choosing how to move forward after a loss in the family. A lot of conflicts, a lot of struggle, a lot of arguments, a lot of strength that you've had to have. And a lot of joy that's coming towards you in the future. But you've got to keep working at this. You've got to be strong and purposeful in your own right. That way you can move forward and initiate change in your life and your relationship dynamics by you knowing who you are. You still got a lot of fear vibration I see around you as well. So we're looking at the Eight of Swords when you're looking quite nervous, insecure, a little bit timid, don't want to say too much, don't want to do too much. You let people get away with murder and walk all over you, and they certainly will. Yeah, you give people an inch, they're going to take a mile. You help someone out once in one way, they're going to want it again and again, because they expect it from you and it's an easy way out. Or you're going to do that for me and you're going to do it for free and you're just going to do that from being nice. Oh, well, be nice to me some more then. How much more of your niceness can I take and get away with? That kind of energy. You've got to be able to nip that shit in the bud. Not in a negative way. People are not outrightly being malicious or trying to take from you, but they don't know any better most times. They don't know that they're taking from you and they're draining you. You don't even know that they're taking from you and draining you from you. You're just trying to be the nice version of self and the people pleaser and the giver. So you got to put your foot down and stand in your authority and your sovereignty and your righteousness and in your truth, and don't settle for less. Yeah? Healthy boundaries are the most important thing any of us can have in this lifetime. Yeah? So much joy coming to you in the future again, yeah. But it is being blocked at this time because you haven't fully let go of the past and let go of the heavier emotions. I feel like you might still cry about this stuff sometimes because there's a lot of emotions here. Yeah, you get in your head about it. Should I reach out? Should I apologize? Should I do this? What should I do next? How should I try? Too much overthinking and overanalyzing, just weighing down your mind and your heart chakra. Because the truth of the matter is, all you got to do is be honest. Anything that doesn't come from a genuine place of acting and doing, don't bother. Right? Best example I can give you here is if I don't have the desire to connect with anyone, and I like as a specific person, like, you know, you have family and friends. So many times you feel obligated to see this family member, reach out to this family member, do this and that for them because it's their birthday or it's a celebration or this Christmas, and we all do this normally. But if you don't want to do that and you have no desire to do that, and if you do that, you're going to feel not so good. It's going to take from your energy. It doesn't make you feel comfortable. It gives you anxiety. It gives you stress. It gives you panic. Don't do it. And it feels selfish and it feels mean, but your mental health is the most important. Your well-being is the most important. Don't just do it for the sake of doing it. That's even worse. I'm so sick of people coming to me, offering me stuff, being nice, making an effort because they feel like it's the right thing to do. Oh, I should probably do this because it's going to make me look good, or it's the right thing to do at this time. Fuck that. If you don't like me, if you haven't got the time, if you haven't got the energy, if it brings up all these heavy emotions within you to even do that, then that's a sign from God and your chakras and your energy system saying don't bother. Sometimes, yeah, there's insecurity and fear and we've got to push through it, but you've got to learn the difference, and that's on you. But I've gone to family and friends very close to me and made it abundantly clear. Don't waste your time and do it because you feel like it's the right thing to do. Because if your heart doesn't really want to do it and it doesn't fill you up and it's not a purposeful thing for you to naturally do, then it's not a natural thing for you. So you start doing that now, this year. You're going to be doing that for the next 20 fucking years because you feel like it's the right thing to do when you really don't want to do it. And we probably should have stopped speaking about 4 years ago. But the truth of the matter, we carried on doing what the right thing to do was because we felt like it was the right thing to do by society's standards. Fuck society. What do your chakras say? What does your God say? What do the divine say? What does your spirit say? Fucking hell, follow the tarot. What does your fucking tarot card say? I'd rather you listen to that than listen to the society standards that keep forcing relationships with people who you really couldn't give a flying fuck about. Who you keep forgiving for the same bullshit over and over again. Who only ever end up hurting you again and again. And God's like, you're going to learn the lesson or not? You're going to just walk away and get on with your fucking brand new life or what? You're going to put the past to bed and move forward positively with this person? Yes or no? Because if you can't, throw it to the wayside. If you can't forgive and let go, just then let it go. If you can forgive and let go, then let it go and then move on with them. Do you get what I mean? It's one way or the other. But at the end of the day, it all comes from you and your higher self knowing what the right thing to do is. And only you know the right thing to do. No one else can give you the answer. No one else can give you the cure. Yeah? I'm a tarot reader sitting here right now telling you what's going on in your life and still saying I ain't got the answers, haven't got the cure. Comes from you, comes from your opinion, comes from your view, comes from me talking about what I see inside your psyche, inside your consciousness, higher and lower levels of consciousness. And then it comes from you to take the key points of our conversation today and create your own narrative. I agreed with that. I didn't agree with that. The hermatologist said all of this and that made me feel this way, and I do agree with that. But actually, I feel like I need to now do this. Yeah? Don't just go and listen to readers and just blindly follow the narrative. You take the important lessons to be learnt from the situation and you walk forward into the light, being a higher version of yourself because you've been enlightened and awakened to an aspect of self that you were potentially denying before. Yeah? That's what tarot should be. Instead of all these readings out here that go, your boyfriend's coming next week, you're going to get a ring, you're going to get married, you got a new house, money's coming. Because there's more than enough readers on the platform for you to go and watch that, so feel free. But I'm not going to be that person. I'm going to go in for a deep dive inside your psyche and help you actually awaken elements of yourself that potentially have been closed off or sleeping. Let's get woke together, people. That's the best way to ascend. So in relation to this dynamic in your family, I mean, you getting more and more woke is going to be supported by who and not supported by who? Because you're ascending and you're evolving and you're awakening. And if these family members or this situation isn't going to be able to extend through your wokeness, I hate that term so much, sorry guys, but it's the only word, through your enlightenment, through your awakening, then is it even worth them being around? I'm not going to get personal. I always get too personal over here and then feel guilty, so I'm going to leave it. But you really take time to assess what is and isn't a positive in your life and what you do and don't need from your social circle and your immediate network. And when you hone into that and you keep manifesting people into your life that are of that vibration, where you can all ascend together and be positive, healthy and whole, and you have no anxiety, no fear, no insecurity, no unresolved, unforgiving vibrations around you, because you need the best you to be the best you, right? And you want people around you that love you, champion you, support you, literally care for you and love you, and you know they do, right? That's all you need. That's all I know I need. And I know if someone can't give me that and they're not providing me with that vibration, and then, yeah, I will be selfish and I will go, please back up and let me have my own space, because I know what I deserve and I'm going to keep my high standards for the rest of my life. Because where I'm at now, you think I'm obnoxious and overly spiritual now and in my bubble and ego-driven. Darling, you've seen nothing yet. Do you get what I mean? All of us on the spiritual journey, darling, you've seen nothing yet. You think I'm so woke and so in love with spirit and divine and enlightenment and self-love now? You think I'm a radical self-lover now? Bitch, it's early days. I've just awoken. And then tomorrow again, I will just awaken again. It is what it is, right? I mean, spiritual evolution is the constant evolution of self. You don't stay stagnant and stop when you're truly evolving. You're learning, you're improving, you're becoming more and more of who you're meant to be. So if someone can't hop on the wave and catch you now and ride with you now, they ain't going to ride with you in the fucking future. Yeah, and that's a lesson I've learned when I first came into the tarot game, and everyone who disgraced me for doing tarot early days, I should have just left them behind then. When they realised I was making money off it and that it was benefiting me in my life, and they saw my life getting better and better, and they saw I had my own business of it, everyone started to accept me more and all my friendship groups started to come back. Everyone started to come around me again. But then I evolved again. Went into a whole new business plan, a whole new arena, and all those same people fell off and didn't believe me again. Should have left their arse the first time I broke case with tarot. Would have saved my life, so they saved myself a lot of karmic pain, a lot of karmic debt, and a lot of trauma. Yeah? Look at the situations that keep happening, cropping up in your life, in these dynamics, and think, has that happened before? In that same way? And if it has, how many times has that happened before? And is it different this time? Because I'm not going to go back into another dynamic with the same person, regardless of how close we are and how tight we are, to find out this is all going to happen again, because you've done it before. You keep doing the same shit over and over again, and it ain't changing. Your views are your views, and my views are my views. And actually, we're unaligned. And I can't afford for you to break my heart 2 years from now. Fuck it. It's not worth the 2 hours, the 2 hours of fun, the 2 years of fun for you to tear me down and break my heart again. No, I'll leave it. I'll leave it as that. We'll learn the lesson and we'll move on in our own unique directions. And I wish you the best. And that is what you need to assess, because there is repair in some of your dynamics, especially in a masculine dynamic. I see a father, baby father kind of vibration here. But in other dynamics, you also really want to assess exes. Don't just bringing random exes back into your life for no reason, guys. They used you, stole from you, had sex with you for whatever they wanted. Suddenly they're going to be back and do that again a year from now. You're going to wonder why you're in the exact same fucking situation. We all evolve. We do change as people. But, I mean, these karmics will continue to be karmics. And that is the main lesson I can leave you with. I have learned. If I left all those people the day that they shamed me for tarot, I would have saved myself a lot of anguish for the last 4 years. And I would have been way further on my spiritual journey and a hell of a lot richer and more recognised and really franchised up by now. But I carried everyone with me, still hoping they would eventually accept me for who I am. Realise now I don't even fucking need their acceptance, don't even fucking need them. All I need is me and my God, and we keep walking forward every day in love and light with truth and integrity. And the rest of the world can look on and judge and be confused and feel shunned. But the truth of the matter is, I am me. And I will always be me, and I will always work incredibly hard to align to the Most High and be true and integritous and honest and give love off to the universe in the only way I know how. And sometimes that love may look like hate to you. But I haven't got time to worry about your perception. That's your job, yeah? My job is to stay aligned to my Most High, my love for God, and my love for the rest of the world through my devotion to spirit and what I believe my purpose is. So I hope you found the message in that today, because I really did go on a lecture, but hey-oh, that's the news today for Sagittarius. So love and light. I'll be back soon with more.